Everybody, we are back with another review, and today we're checking out another Litheli. Today we got another one from the U20 line. We got the Brushless Impact Wrench. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review. I brought the drill from the previous review over here. We're checking that next to the wrench. They look very similar. Almost the housings look identical. It's just this front end area is the only real different part. This does have this little black garnishments here for the screws, but other than that, it looks like it's about the same size, which is actually really cool. Battery wise, let's check out the battery that comes with. We got a 2.5 amp hour that comes with the impact wrench, and we have a 2 amp hour that comes with the drill. Pretty cool. Both batteries, I'm going to put this over to the side. Both batteries do have that ability to charge via USB. The battery itself charges via USB-C, which is cool. It does come with the charge cable for that with the brick, so you don't have to like supply anything yourself. It does have a nice battery meter in the front, just like the drill when we check that out. It's got 4 lights. Right now it's only half charged. That's how it came from the factory. And this is the piece itself, as you can see. It does have a dual sided area. You could put either your belt clip on the left or the right, whatever you want. It's got dual ports for that. Now, it does have, oh, sorry, I'm getting the thing. Let's turn this on. Let's get it going. And we got it on speed 3 right now. It's got 1, 2, and 3. And then the other one gets activated when it's in reverse. So there, flip that back. Leave it on speed 3 for now. So it does have, I guess, a different variation with each speed, which is kind of neat. So straight at the gate, impacts per minute on this, we're talking 3,000 impacts per minute, which is that's a pretty good amount. We're talking max torque on this one's going to be 332 foot-pounds of torque, and we're talking max RPM is going to be 2,500 RPM, and that's going to be in, of course, speed 3. So speed 1 is going to be 1,500, then it's going to be 2,100 in speed 2, and then 2,500 max in speed 3. Now, it is a half-inch drive on this. You would think this would be like 3/8, but it's half-inch. What is kind of neat about this is it does make it kind of versatile. You could put something like, an adapter like this, which actually, let me show you this first. It allows you to put, what do we got? I got a 2-inch bit. Allows you to put like a 2-inch bit there and turn it into basically an impact driver. So I'm not gonna put it on right now because we're not gonna swap it out. But you could put an adapter like that on there, which is kind of neat. So if you're looking for the impact driver version of this, it's not out yet. The drill and the wrench is the only 2 that are out right now. So if you do want to get some kind of impact driver style, you're gonna have to get an adapter. So we will review the impact driver, by the way, as a side note, when it does come out. So I am actually kind of impressed with this tool right here, as well as the drill. The drill, I think, is a really nice product. It's got a modern design to it. It is very sleek. Now, the first thing you're probably gonna say is, boy, that white's gonna get all nasty with the grease. You're probably right. It is gonna get nasty with the grease. But at the end of the day, as long as it does what it's supposed to do, does it really matter? The modern design, though, is nice. Of course, is it going to replace something like, this, Thor's hammer? No, it's not going to replace Thor's hammer, or anything like that, nor is it comparable. So if let's just look at these 2 real quick in regards to specs, okay? So impacts per minute, 1950, 3,000, okay, it's a larger tool. 332 foot-pounds of max torque is going to be for this. This is going to put down 1,750 nut-busting foot-pounds of torque. So we're talking like almost 6 times the amount than this guy produces. So definitely not in the same class, even though they are both half-inch drive. Max RPM, they're about, half of each other. This is 1,200 and this is 2,500. But again, this is a larger tool. This is putting down torque. This is putting down RPM. It's basically like that. You know what I'm saying? One's got top end and one's got low end. But again, not to be compared. And is this one going to replace something like this? Hell no, it ain't going to replace Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer does what Thor's hammer does. But I think it's comparable to something like this. Again, this is 3/8 drive, not a half-inch drive. But when it comes to specs are about in line with this. So we do have, you got bolt mode, screw mode, or precision wrench mode. And then this is like one for putting timber lock screws in. The screw mode here, I'll show you if we can get a little up close. bolt mode, it's got screw mode 1 and 2. And again, the screw mode is going to be for like timber locks, you know, large fasteners. And then bolt mode is going to allow you to not break bolt. It's precision wrench mode. It's to not allow you to break fasteners or break bolts or studs or anything like that in that mode. It's going to be a little bit softer for you. It does have your light, which is nice. This one does have a light down here, nothing too crazy. So they both have very similar features. In regards to, let's go with IPM. So 3,000 on the U20, so 3,000 impacts per minute, 3,550 over here with the DCF 923. So, you know, they're in the same ballpark, if that makes sense, in regards to what they do. Max torque, we're talking 332 for max torque. DCF 923 puts down 450 foot-pounds of torque, so a little bit more. So again, but they're still in the same ballpark, if that makes sense. And then max RPM, they're both going to max out at 2,500 RPM. So again, very much in regards to them being similar. A lot of people will say, oh man, this thing ain't going to handle getting dropped on the ground. Drop it off a ladder, put it through the Olympics for tools to make sure that this thing is worthy enough for me to buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. I think the specs on it are pretty phenomenal, especially for the price. Let's talk about the price now. Everyone wanted to make fun of how this drill over here wasn't good enough to be a professional grade tool, even though the specs and its performance says differently. You know, the price of this drill is under $80. So for you to be able to get a brushless drill with the quality and performance that this thing has, I mean, I'd like you to find something that's not a DeWalt drill that's on sale. And even if you find a brushless DeWalt drill that's on sale, it's going to be, you know, it's not going to be the best brushless DeWalt. It's not going to be a hammer drill. It's not going to be anything with serious power in regards to, you know, comparison for pricing. Same thing goes with this impact wrench. The impact wrench is under $80. You're getting a brushless impact wrench for under $80, and you're putting down some numbers that are pretty comparable to something like this, which is $150. So, and that's without a battery. That's tool only. This comes with the battery for under $80. So again, you got a little bit of a comparison here in regards to pricing and what you get. But at the end of the day, doesn't mean that they're not professional tools just because they look more modern than something like DeWalt. Now, is it something that you're going to say, I'm going to go with Litheli and not buy DeWalt? I don't know if I'd say that, but I would say if you're somebody who wants to be a homeowner who works on their car, you know, has a trailer maybe or some light, you know, ATV, UTV vehicles, and you want to be able to work on them, I think this half-inch drive is going to be more than enough for what you're going to need in regards to you being able to service those. So, are you going to be able to run a mechanic's garage using this? Probably not. Would you want to? Probably not. To be honest, you probably wouldn't, especially with the battery system and everything and how large it is. It's kind of large on the bottom. But for someone who's a basic homeowner, I think this would be absolutely perfect. Would I say that you can run a professional business using these? You could probably use these at your professional business. Would I base my sole income off of that? Probably not. I probably wouldn't. So, again, we got the Litheli Brushless U20 series impact wrench. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of this Litheli? What do you think of the performance of these types of tools that you guys have seen? Again, I just did an unboxing. I haven't even used this yet. I just wanted to check it out and kind of show you what it looks like because it is brand new. Again, I haven't had any use cycles out of it at all, literally factory charge. So, but let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of these Litheli line drills, the more modern look? And again, obviously they're not going to put out the same performance as your DCF 961, but again, if it's going to be like the DCF 923, I think it might be a little bit more comparison for the stats and the metrics. So let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Want more content like this, subscribe for more, and have a great rest of your day.